is the Modern Conservative Podcast with John Harvey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is John Harvey, like the man said. Welcome to the Modern Conservative Podcast, brought to you twice a week, usually in the evenings, unless I screw up and forget, like I almost did today. No, I had some things I had to get done. That's why I'm on a little late today. But yeah, I'm here. Today's segment is brought to you by IronSightCoffeeBC.com. IronSightCoffeeBC.com, where the coffee is just as black as I am and just as good. Check it out, guys. IronSightBC.com. That's spelled IronSightBC.com. Today, I want to talk about something that's really been bothering me for the past 3 years, and that's something that's really rampant in our country. That's racism. You know, that good old R word that, that hold good black people down or good Hispanics down or any minority that really has been stifled by, racism. I was listening to an interview with Don Lemon. You know Don Lemon, the guy who happens to be black, and he happens to be gay. And he happens to be a millionaire. And in that same category, let's put Miss Oprah Winfrey in there, who happens to be black, who happens to be a woman, who happens to be a billionaire. Oh, one more, LeBron James, who happens to be a man, who happens to be, wait, did I say man? Do they exist anymore? I apologize. I might have misspoken on that one. But just in case he is a man and he identifies as a male, he is black and he is a millionaire. So Don Lemon is in this interview, and he's talking about how racism, it stifles people, political growth or the financial growth or the social growth. Their favorite word is social. But yet, it's like these stupid people don't realize you're talking to a bunch of people that we know you used to be on CNN before CNN got a little bit smarter. Not much at all, because Van Jones is still there and others. But the thing is, they talk to us as if we're the most dumbest people on the planet. Well, excuse me, my bad. We don't listen to Fox News. We don't listen to CNN. We don't listen to CNN. So those of you that are out there listening to CNN, the Clinton News Network, and you're thinking that's the gospel of the universe, you're probably going to get a big surprise coming in a few months. I know you did get one during the Trump and Biden debate, and I know that one was a doozy for you, but there's more to come. Stick around. But back to my topic at hand, and that's racism in this state. So look, I live in a state of probably 90% white, Caucasian. I live in the great state of Utah, and it's only white during the winter. That is the only time we recognize color in this state. We get along because it's a big old melting pot. And even here, they try to make racism out. In some cases, the Democrats, the liberals, the far left libs try to make it as if racism is so rampant in this state. It is not, people. It is not rampant in our state. Just like around the rest of the country, racism rarely exists. We've already killed a portion of racism, and that's when we got rid of affirmative action. Once we got rid of affirmative action, systemic racism maybe not went away all the way, but it went away because you Democrats who hire people based on colors, you're racist. Look at your history. What else can you be? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree because throughout the course of time, you Democrats have always been racist. But the problem is nowadays, you got black people now spewing the same old BS. Nobody seems to recognize the position they're in when they open their mouth, such as Don Lemon, and he's talking about racism or bigotry. you are a millionaire and you're gay and you're black, and the likes of Oprah, LeBron James, Steph Curry, the fifth highest paid basketball player amongst blacks and white basketball players and others. So I'm so sick and tired of hearing how racist our country is. Don Lemon, he's like the race minister, or he was the race minister of CNN. They cry and they whine like little girls over there, trying to get you to get emotionally invoked so you can feel for their plight, because they have been segregated and, my word, racigated for so many years. They've been racigated for so long, they just became millionaires. That was the unfortunate fortune of being subject of racism. Tell you what, you could discriminate against my blacks any day if you're going to make me a millionaire like that. I'll take it. If that's the kind of racism he's talking about, I'll take it. But I'm so sick and tired of these people talking about racism, and Donald Trump's a racist and J.D. Vance is a racist. I'm so freaking tired of it. And then you got this person called Kamala Harris, the Democrat, the savior, the ones that's been talking about no tax on tips. She is such an originalist. I never heard that one before. That is something new. Maybe she'll say something great again, like, make America great again. Maybe she'll come up with that one too. But I bet you she won't say some of those that are coming across the border are rapists and pedophiles. She probably won't say that because she's never been to the freaking border. But she'll come up with more great quotes and great slogans for her campaign. I'm just surprised you haven't used hope and change yet. Because we know what that one didn't do. There is no hope. It didn't bring about hope, but it sure to hell brought about change in all the wrong ways. So I'm just trying to tell you people, it's going to be a hell of a show in the next few months. One hell of a show. As a matter of fact, I was going to say grab some popcorn, but shit, it's too damn expensive. You probably won't be able to buy any. And if we have the war in Iran, you best believe it's going to be expensive, because everything's going to go up like always, because there's a crisis. So there's a supply and demand shortage. Let's jack everything through the roof. But this is coming down the pipe. So our country right now is an absolute mess. And it's not because it just happened organically. It happened because of the people in power. The same people that are pushing racism, hold on, let me slow myself down for a second. When's the last time they spoke on policies, the Democrats? When is the last time they spoke on policy? You tell me one policy that these people have come up with in the last 4 years. Letting millions across the border, maybe that's their policies. Driving everything up to the roof for its prices, maybe that's their policy. I know stop drilling and saving us money, that's their policy too. That's kind of like buying a Tesla truck and spending 16 hours to charge the battery and think it's a better idea than a car that you can fill up in 3 minutes. That's their policies. They make no damn sense. And furthermore, if you think the Tesla trucks are cute, oh God. My God, you have a bad taste. Speaking of something, I saw a cowboy the other day. This is no lie, Brian. This guy had a cowboy hat on, Wrangler pants on, boots, in a Tesla truck. That's how freaking screwed up our world is. Even the cowboys are lost their damn mind. Tesla truck does not represent manhood. It represents, I'm part of the woke. I believe that riding my Tesla truck or driving my Tesla truck makes me manlier than man. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I hate to burst you guys' bubbles out there that are driving Tesla trucks. No, it doesn't make you look man. Now, don't get me wrong. I love myself some Elon Musk. I do love Elon Musk. And it's not because he bought Tesla. It's because he woke up. It's because he woke up. Now they're talking about trying to put him in jail. You know, when the Elon Musk and the Donald Trump interview happened a few nights ago, over 1 billion people watched that talk, is what I call it. Over 1 billion people watched. That's power. Ladies and gentlemen, that's power. And on my show, there are only ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to change for the woke bullshit. And that's right. I swear every once in a while on here if you're new. So I don't really get out of hand with it. But every once in a while, I'll say shit, damn, ba-boom, whatever. I might even use an N-word every once in a while. Like, them niggas are crazy. I do that stuff on my show. Because it's my show. Now, I will tell you this, though, before I go any further. Let me tell you what happened, guys. So I posted my show last week, and I spoke a lot on Kamala Harris. And I put in the title, Kamala Harris. I can't remember when I put it in the title. Go look it up on Podbean or all the other platforms. But Facebook has started that bullshit again. They said to me, this looks like spam, and would not let me post it on my Facebook. Now, mind you, I've even spoke on the C word. Well, I better clear it up. COVID with the K. And they never took a lot of those down. But this one, they removed it instantly. It was up for a few minutes. And the next thing I know, I got some messages that said, hey, your post was taken down. And well, Facebook has said it looks like spam. And the thing is, the only thing that was different was the text over my picture as far as the podcast. So Facebook's back doing that bullshit as well. But what I was about to say is, the next few months is going to be really, really interesting. You're going to hear a lot of racism, because you're going to have 2 white men running to be president and vice president of the United States. 2 wealthy white men at that. So these are people that are going to say white privilege, racist, because by default they're white. They don't give a damn about the black people. They don't give a damn about the brown people. Only thing they care about would be the white people. And big corporations. That's the other thing they're going to talk about. Big corporations. You know, in 2020 to 2023, the Democrats loved big corporations. They told the corporations what to do. The corporation did it. And they put their thumb on us. They made all the money from 2020 to 23 during the COVID era. These corporations are the same ones that the Democrats talk about. All they want to do is help their buddies at the big corporation. All the Republicans want to do, they want to tax you, blah, 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 blah. Education time, ladies and gentlemen. They can tax a big corporation as much as they want. The corporations don't care. And you know why? Corporations don't pay taxes. You do. Education time. You can hear all this crap. Corporations do not give a damn about being taxed by the federal government. The Democrats know this, and the Republicans know this. You paid the taxes. So when they get a tax hike, you just got a tax hike. That's how this game works. So it's kind of like term limits. You know, when a politician tells you, yes, I'm going to run and I want to I want to put forth a bill, setting term limits. And so that is something that they're not going to do. I'm going to take a quick brief break for a minute. My producer has a message he wants to get out there. Brian, go ahead.
To talk about your amazing Ironside coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know that if there is one thing that people love, Like they would forego a lot of things before they'd forego a cup of their favorite coffee. So I think you've tapped into something great.
So Brian is an LDS. So LDS don't really drink hot caffeinated drinks. But he said if he wasn't LDS, he would be drinking a cup of Iron Sight coffee every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a damn fantastic coffee. Our coffee doesn't sit on the shelf more than 48 hours. So when you're buying coffee from Black Rifle and all these other ones, Folgers, Dutch Brothers, and Starbucks, it could be sitting in the warehouse for months before you get it. We send our coffee out within 48 hours of roasting. So when you get a fresh bag of coffee, it's literally fresh. And our coffee, or Arabica coffee, this isn't coffee you just go down to the local store and buy. Like Winco is a big brand store, box store, grocery store we have here, or Walmart. This stuff is specially made for our customers daily. So check it out, ironsightbc.com, ironsightbc.com, spelled IRONSIGHT, BC.com, and it is a conservative brand, and we donate money through our website to Tonal Towers. So please participate and enjoy a great cup of coffee every single day of your life. And check out white folks. It won't make you black as me because I'm all natural.
I may not drink coffee, but I can sure rock the swag from your company.
And the swag, listen, a lot of people hate the logo because it is a gun. And people say, why do you have such a hard logo? I say, because I'm such a hard conservative. So take a look at it, ironsightbc.com, IRONSIGHT, BC.com. Take a look at it, like it and love it and share it. Well, in the next few months, you and I both think there's going to be a hell of a shit show going down. Do you think Kamala actually, look, if it's a legitimate election, do you think she'll win?
No, I don't think she can win a legitimate one. I think she can win a rigged one, though. And that's kind of that's what worries me. When I see the uniformity in the way the press has just coalesced around her, they sing in chorus, her praises. And I mean, they pivoted so perfectly and so quickly from Joe to Kamala. Oh, she's the one. She's got Time magazine cover, everything. Yeah, I think they're definitely pulling for her, which means anything could happen.
What's your thought on her being black?
I like this suggestion. I don't remember who said it. Somebody on Twitter had said something. Let her say the N-word and let the people decide.
I heard a joke the other day. Okay, it's my show, so it's not bad or anything, guys. So there's a word that white folks can't say, and that's the N-word. But there's also a word that black folks can't say. That's ask.
Oh.
You ever heard a black person say ask?
I've heard axe a few times. I've been axed a couple of times.
Yeah,
but see, you've got great pronunciation. You don't cut corners on your vocabulary.
Oh yeah. I can be black every once in a while. They say I'm a sellout, but no, I can show some negroosity every once in a while.
Kind of like Kamala does, depending on who she's speaking to.
Oh man, she wants to talk like Aunt Jemima. See, this is how you know you're not black and you're not part of the black community. The only thing they seem to mimic is Aunt Jemima. Hillary Clinton did the same thing.
Yep.
Eyes go get tired or whatever she said. This is what these people who are out of touch with the people do. They can't even, do the stereotype properly because they don't live within that realm. They think it sounds good to black folks because they butcher their ebonics. And this is the problem. And, it's like Kamala Harris. She doesn't speak the language because she's not freaking black. When she ran for California Attorney General, she was the first Indian Attorney General.
Yep.
Look it up, ladies and gentlemen. The first Indian. Black was not even in the equation. So I don't know, Bree. I just think these guys, I don't think she can win, though. I really don't think she can win. I mean, I was watching some stuff on YouTube where they were trying to pay some of these influencers to talk about and praise Kamala Harris, and some of them just wouldn't do it because they don't roll with her like that. And so I'm worried about this election turning out to be an election not on qualification, but based on color. And at least from their side, there's no discrepancy what color our candidate is. They're white boys, absolutely white boys. There's no discrepancy there. But the Democrats are running on color. Now, I will say this. So I had a conversation with some friend of mine that are conservatives. And we're talking about, do we think they took Kamala because Trump was not assassinated? They didn't have a choice. They didn't. So if Trump had gotten shot, well, guess what? Biden most likely would have been president, and they would have still destroyed the company using him as the puppet. But after that debate, the rest of America and the Democrats realized Joe got to go. He can't, he's not going to work as our puppet anymore. We can't get away with it after that debate. But when Trump was not assassinated, they were stuck with Kamala. They really were.
And they pulled a coup.
And and they pulled a coup.
Maybe I'm using hyperbolic language to say that, but it sure looks like a coup. Okay, so the assassination failed. So we remove Biden without actually removing him, but he's gone from the spotlight. Who talks about him? Kamala is the center of power right now.
And what's ironic was that previous Friday, before he announced that he was resigning, was not going to run for president, he said he was in it for the long haul.
Yep.
What happened that weekend? Yeah, they tell us, Joe, you're going to sit your ass down.
Probably showed him the Zapruder film. Said, well, this time it worked.
Oh, they said, you know what, Joe? We believe every useful idiot has a use. Unfortunately, you idiot, we're done using you. And I think that's what happened. And because they said, look, we can't fake this one no more. We need another dummy to put in there, and that was Kamala. And I just think in the next few months, you can hear a lot of racism. You maybe a war going on in the Middle East. I just don't know where it's going to go, but I do believe it's coming. And how severe it's going to happen, I don't know. But I got a gut feeling we're going to find out together. Now, the thing is, half the country seems to believe only what they want, what they are told. They don't wake up from common sense. See, you and I, we see what's going on. We are the purveyors of freedom. We believe in freedom. We don't believe in the government in our lives. Maybe up to a point, but not completely embedded in our lives. But the other side believe they need the government. They think we need the government. We need to be dependent on the government. And those are a lot of times the people that don't want to go out on a job. These are the people that are anti-capitalist. These are people that don't realize, you need capitalists in this country. Because when you think about it, the country brings in $4 trillion in revenue a year. Well, that revenue has to come from somewhere.
Right.
Capitalism. The government doesn't create and make anything. They'll break every damn thing, and then they think they can fix it. So the problem is, that half of the country, it's going to be problematic for us if, the proverbial crap hits the fan. So I don't know where we're going to go, but we're going to find out very soon. And I think it's going to be ugly.
Well, and
I think it's going to be ugly.
I like how you break it down. There are those who think, hey, government needs to be in charge of everything. And I know that they couch it in, it's because we care so much about people, but it's not. They want the power of the state because they want to control people. You and I are on the side of freedom, meaning we do not want to control people. We want people to make their own decisions as much as they possibly can. And we want to make our own decisions as well. And so we will live and let live. But the people who want to capture power for the sake of power, it's all about, I have to control you and make you do what I think is best.
That's socialism, communism. I mean, it's always fun giving everybody else's shit away until you don't have any more shit to give away. And that's socialism. And this is where I'm afraid that these people that believe that the government was founded by the fathers to do that. No, actually, the government, the founders knew that the federal government would create crisis in order to gain control over the people. And this is what we had in 21, 22, or 20, 21, 22. This is what they had. The government had a crisis, and they used it to control the people. And they did control a large populace of the country. But guys like you and I, the guys that believe in freedom, believe in the Constitution, we believe in the rights of the people. We believe in we the people. And yet we are the people, and we are the power of this country. The other half of the country seems to want to give it away and let the government make the decisions for him. I'm a 58-year-old grown man. I got this far. I think I can take it to the finish line. You know what I mean?
I hear
think
you.
We'll be okay. We don't need a damn government.
I got a mama. I don't need another one.
Exactly right. And so it's going to be telling in the next few weeks. It really, really is. Somebody asked me the other day, do I think they're going to try to take a shot at Trump again? Maybe because the people that are protecting him are the same ones that allowed him to get shot at the first time. And if they don't get their crap together, it's quite possible there's another overlook when it comes to his security. So, but ladies and gentlemen, I just tell you, we don't know where it's going to go in the next few months, but I'm telling you, I just think we're going to have issues. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a psychic. I don't see into the future. I just use a little bit of common sense and probability. And the necessary, look, it's necessary for some people to have him out of their way to stay in power. Let's put it that way. We know our own government will kill people, have killed people. That's history. That's our history. We will kill you to stay in power or keep you out of our business. That's a cold hard fact of this country. That is a cold hard fact of this country, cold hard truth and fact of this country, and that's who we are, Americans. We will kill you. I simply say this to a lot of people. God made men dangerous for a reason. But at the same time, he's given us wisdom as to how to control that danger. But we can be dangerous. And you put us in the wrong spot at the wrong time, hell, even the right time. You can see how dangerous we really are. We were meant that way. I make no apologies for being dangerous. God made me that way. And he made all men that way. And we protect our children, our family, our country, our women, our wives. No, that was plural. No, our wife. So, but he made us that way. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is coming to an end. This was a great talk, Brian. I appreciate having you on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Modern Conservative Podcast. My name is John Harvey, and I will see you guys in a few days, and we will have a chat again. Love you all.
This is the Modern Conservative Podcast with John Harvey.